Warning: the following episode contains strong vulgar language and equally strong opinion on the world of sports. This is meant to be informative entertainment. Any views, statements, and opinions shared throughout the show is purely for comedic purposes. For younger audiences, ask your parents for permission before proceeding. Please enjoy.
And here we go.
All in. All in. All in. We're all in with these young guys coming up.
I'm not afraid.
You will be.
I know you're hurting, and I wish I could say something that was classy and inspirational, but that just wouldn't be our style.
Welcome to Tossing Balls with our hosts, Dave and Brandon.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of
Awesome Balls with Dave and Brandon.
So should have been more setup.
I should have been.
It's all good. Hey, welcome back. Another week down, another, I don't know, exciting, disappointing football.
Disappointing sounds like the perfect word, bro.
It all depends on who you're cheering for. Congratulations to those that won, and hey, the ones that lost, you had a good season. Got to the championship game. Good for you.
Feel like that. That was good.
Well,
Very good, man.
Mel-
I felt that right here.
Mel Kiper was quoted as saying, at the end of the season, 31 teams will be disappointed.
No shit.
I honestly think he was wrong. And I heard this argument, and I'll ask you, do you think all 31 teams will be upset?
No, not all 31 teams.
Like, for example, the Seahawks and the Patriots made the Super Bowl. We're going to get into it. We'll break it down. Either of them lose, they're both way ahead of schedule on what they thought they could do this year.
Yep.
Would you say that the one that loses is going to be fully disappointed? Like the day of, they'll be disappointed.
The day of they will be, but after that, no. Like, look what you've done this season. You should be proud of what you've done.
Okay.
Honestly. But I mean, every team that made the playoffs this season, should be proud of what you've done.
Right?
Shouldn't be disappointed. I mean, yeah, it may not have ended the way that you wanted it to, but sometimes happy endings are not happy endings.
Just to pick your brain a little bit, I'm going to go down the list.
Okay.
And I'm just going to give you teams.
Okay.
And you can tell me if they should feel disappointed with how they performed and did this year and the ones that didn't.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
We'll start in the NFC West.
Okay. We got 3 teams in the NFC West in the playoffs this year.
Right.
Yep.
So if you're the Seattle Seahawks, we'll start with them. Are you disappointed if they lose?
No, they shouldn't be disappointed if they lose. I mean, you got a brand new quarterback. Congratulations for what you've done this season. But I mean, it's not all on him either. It's a hell of a defense.
Yeah, defensive-minded coach that has managed to turn that around.
Absolutely right. And even though I hate them so much,
right? I know
they've had a great season, and it does hurt me a little bit to see them in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to cheer for them. You know that.
No, I get it.
But you should not be disappointed if you lose the big one. Don't be disappointed. Be happy of what you've done. You have a hell of a team. Be proud of that. And if you lose, what can you do to maybe get it next year?
I mean, you found your quarterback. It worked out. He bought in. Your running games work. People aren't hurt like they were the year before. And your defense came together. Everything's good for them.
Great defense.
So there's something to hold your head high on what you've accomplished. And there's a lot of young going on there.
There is a lot.
Unfortunately, that could be good next year too.
Yep.
Okay. Next team, the Rams.
No, they shouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah.
They fought a hard battle against that Seattle team.
Again, we're going to get into that.
We'll get into it. I mean,
Matthew Stafford, MVP candidate. Devontae Adams was brought in to be the final piece of that offense.
Yeah, Stafford's got Devontae. He's got Puka.
Aaron Williams,
He's got
Kamara.
everybody. He's got a hell of a team. The defense ain't bad.
No, it's pretty good.
Like you said, we'll get into it. But, I mean, no, they should be proud of what they did.
Yeah, you made the championship game.
You did. Not very many teams make that.
All right, real quick one, San Francisco.
No, don't be disappointed with how your season ended. I mean, yeah, it is a bad way to end when you lose to Seattle.
It is. It was a blowout, but at the same time,
that's like a stab in the heart there for us Niner fans. You never want to lose to Seattle,
right?
But what San Francisco did with their season, all the injuries, all that, and you still made it to the division round of the playoffs.
Beat the defending Super Bowl champs.
You should be happy with what you've done this year, making it that far. I'm proud of you as a team.
Yeah.
I mean, all you can do is move on to next season and go from there.
Oh, I agree. And we seen Purdy actually step up in a team that was riddled with injuries and be part of the solution.
He looked good. He really did.
The whole mark against him was he needs talent around him, and there's a lot of times he did not have talent around him.
No, he did not.
And he fucking scored 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And did it twice.
He did. Back to back.
I mean, there's some growth there. Kyle Shanahan coached out his ass. And Saleh did really good with a bunch of upstarts that we had filling in.
Yeah, fuck.
So, okay, next one, Arizona.
Yeah, be disappointed. Come on, Arizona. I mean, you got your quarterback issues, you got your offensive line, wide receiver issues,
Injuries.
Oh, yeah.
Their entire running game seemed to be hurting.
Oh, God, yeah. But I mean, yeah, be disappointed where you were with the season. You only won like 3-4 games.
Yeah, it wasn't very many.
But every time you guys could have the lead to start, and you guys could never hold on to it. No, you have to hold on to that lead when you're going to be a team that everyone knows and respects. Yeah, the people in Arizona may respect you, but everywhere else, not so much.
I mean, I feel like if you were not disappointed in your season, you wouldn't have had all these rumors about your quarterback being traded in the offseason and your head coach got fired.
Yep.
So, yeah, definitely disappointed there.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yes.
All right, NFC South, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's a toss-up.
Yeah.
They played good, but
see, I think, I like Tampa Bay, but I think they're disappointed. They missed the playoffs due to not finishing up the season, and then by a technicality of the Falcons fucking winning, you got knocked out of the playoffs.
No wonder why they hate each other.
Yeah, I
feel bad for them. I do.
They had injuries too. Everybody had injuries.
They did. Yep.
Some worse than others. These were key guys in the wide receiver core.
Yep.
Having said, I think that one's a disappointment.
I'll give it that. Yeah, I agree.
Carolina Panthers.
No, don't be disappointed. Don't be disappointed.
Everything went on fire like a year ago.
What you did last season, you guys sucked balls. And then you came into this season and it was like, okay, I mean, you guys were hit, miss.
They were the definition of the Katy Perry hot and cold.
As the season went on, you guys got stronger as a team. They built stronger. I don't know what happened in Carolina, but I was like, all right, this game, we have to win this one. We want to go to the playoffs. And they went out. They played their heart out for that one. I watched that whole game. Look good. Carolina, you should not be disappointed on how your season ended. Don't be. Congratulations.
All right. Next one, Falcons.
Get rid of Kirk Cousins. You'll be fine.
I'm going to answer this one just in the way that I think. I think they should very much be disappointed. You were supposed to battle for the top of this. You're supposed to have your quarterback of the future, and Kirk Cousins was supposed to be your safety blanket. All of that was a fail. On top of it, you fired your coach. You cleaned out your entire staff. You have a young core of players, so the future's somewhat hopeful. But what you thought you were going to be in a win-now situation, fell on its fucking face and fell hard.
Well, that defense was shit. I mean, their run
At
game
times it
that-
looked great.
not very often, but it did. But I mean, that run game that they had, that Atlanta had with John Robinson, looked great.
Oh yeah.
It was great. And I was like, oh, maybe there's something there, but
Remember, they gave up a first round pick so that
They
they could
did.
move up in a draft to
Yep.
get another edge rusher who was all right, but he was not worth what you paid for to get him. Maybe he'll turn into more
maybe
as it goes on.
That's right.
There's signs. But offensively, 2 misses on the quarterback
Figure it
situation.
out.
You're paying a lot of money
Yeah.
to a backup that came
Yeah.
in and didn't play much better.
yeah, figure it out, Atlanta.
I would say disappointment.
Yes. I'll
All
go with
right.
it.
Last team in that division, the Saints.
Yes.
Really?
No. Yeah. No. I don't know.
Right.
You know,
lasting impressions of what they did towards the end
near
of the
the
season.
end of the season, I was like, whoa, these Saints are looking good. Yeah. Chalk, I believe that is his name, the quarterback.
Shock.
And I was like, whoa, why weren't you in earlier? Why? What were you thinking? But other than that, I mean, yeah, Camaro, he was out.
Yep.
You got Olave.
Yep.
Olave.
Chris Olave, and they traded Raheed Shaheed right before the trade deadline
Yeah.
because they were kind of belly up at the time.
And I was like, oh. So after all that, I was like, then New Orleans came out and they were going.
Yeah.
They were fighting. I was like, the games that they lost, it wasn't by a lot. It was close games. And the games that they won, they were really close too, but they still won. Don't be disappointed in how your season ended. You're figuring it out. You got a young coach in there.
Yeah. Well, you got
Ye-
Kellen Moore. But I mean, everybody needs to remember, yes, the Saints have been going through this whole cap problems and
Yes.
everything else. But the reality is this was year 1 of a new coach.
Yep.
And in the second half of the season, yeah, you fell on your face at the end,
Oh, yeah.
not against Atlanta. But all in all, it's starting to look like you have a
I
quarterback.
think they do. I really think that they have their quarterback.
If they can get a little bit younger on defense and hit on some draft picks and whatnot, the Saints might be bouncing back a lot faster than people thought. This team fought hard at times.
They did. They really did. You should be proud of them if you're a Saints fan.
Yeah, so I don't see a disappointment there at all. Sorry, Mel Kiper Jr., but I don't see it. How about the NFC East? Let's go with the Eagles. Disappointment
I
or
don't-
Super Bowl hangover?
Super Bowl hangover.
They had
I'd go-
so many times where people are like, "Is their offense ever going to?"
There were times you watch the Eagles this season, and there were times where it's like they would blow shit out of the water. Like they weren't trying as hard as they were like last season.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? Like you have one of the greatest running backs in the NFL.
Well, today's NFL.
Yeah. It's like you didn't use him a whole lot.
No,
We're gonna throw the ball. Let's do it.
but we're not going to throw it that often.
No.
We just need a little dinky dunky whatever. Oh, we're gonna do a big play. Oh, check down.
No, and then you go to the wild card in the playoffs and you're playing against 49ers and you can win that game. They could have won that game.
They could have. Very unimaginative on offense, and their defense eventually got tired.
Now I'm sitting there watching that game going, we ain't gonna win this game. We're gonna lose this game with all our injuries that the Niners had. I was like,
Yeah.
we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. My God, we won. We won the game. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The Eagles, you should be disappointed. I think disappointment.
I think they really had a conservative approach this year. We won the Super Bowl. We know we want to keep everybody healthy as we go into the playoffs. And then they started coming down the stretch and they got lazy.
Like you said, Super Bowl hangover.
Yeah, just the whole conservativeness, the unimaginative. And then when it finally came out, all right, it's time to fucking unleash it. They're like, ah.
Yep. I can agree with that.
All
Yep.
right. Next team, Cowboys, a disappointment?
Every year. I don't. What can you say about the Cowboys? Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
There's your disappointment, right there. Get rid of him.
You
I know. I know he does.
Honestly,
I-
the Cowboys, Dak had a decent year. And if George Pickens matures a little bit and you can bring him back, I think there's development there to give you some positives.
Okay.
Javonte Williams bounced back from
yeah.
a horrible time with Denver to be a good running back for
Yeah.
them in Dallas. And Schottenheimer turned out to be a pretty decent coach. No nonsense, one of the boys, but at the same time, he is the coach. It worked. It's just this defense was horrendous. It was so bad.
Horrible.
Eberflus, they couldn't fire him quick enough.
What's wrong with Eberflus?
He was their defensive coordinator. That was fucking terrible. And the talent out there was terrible. And they got rid of Micah Parsons, who was their best guy. But for what he wanted, don't get me wrong, towards the end of the season, you could start seeing the players that are going to be part of the real rebuilding process for this. They got Kenny Clark from the Green Bay trade. He was doing good in there. They had a couple other guys in the line that showed up.
Yep.
And Bland had 2 good games towards the end of the
Yes, he
season
did.
where he
He did.
showed up and showed he could be. But they got a couple other things they really need to show up. I do think this was disappointment for you because
Yeah.
Cowboys believe it every year is their year. But in reality, I don't think it was as bleak as, let's say, the Cardinal season was.
Agreed. I can agree with that.
All right. Commanders. Yeah. I mean, you can use the excuse injuries. We use it for the
No, we-
Niners, but the reality is
They figured out Jaden Daniels.
sophomore slump.
Yeah.
Holy
I'll go with that.
fuck.
That's what I'm going to go with on that one.
I think a lot of people knew what he was bringing to the table after he put tape up for his rookie year and he couldn't adjust. And then on top of it, he got hurt early on.
Yep.
Then they rushed him back to play against
Ye-
Minnesota.
One thing you cannot do in the NFL.
They wanted their superstar out there, and he wanted to be out there.
Yeah, go ahead. And look what happened.
He played against Flores' defense that came after him all over. the
Oh,
place.
God, yeah, they did,
In the
yeah.
first fucking game, he came back.
Yep.
And then towards the end of the season, when it wasn't worth anything, he could possibly play. And people are like, why would you fucking play him now?
Why would you do it? They didn't.
They lost a couple different running backs between trades and injuries. They
Yep.
lost Eckler for the entire year back in like week 4.
At least, yeah.
Wide receivers couldn't get going. The Deebo Samuel experiment didn't work out for him. Turns out he doesn't catch the ball all the time.
You got to hold on to that ball.
This fucking team imploded over the big hope and hype that they had from the year before.
I agree. Sophomore slump for Jaden Daniels.
It very
I
much
agree with
was. He has to take a step forward to show that he can overcome this.
mean-
And both coordinators got fired
Huh. Why didn't the coach get fired?
because he needed a scapegoat to get fired. Oh, it's these guys.
I was them. I didn't do nothing.
They were here last year when we made it to the championship game when we played the Eagles pretty tough. But this year, I don't know what the fuck wrong with them. All right, New York Giants. Remember, we're looking. Would they be disappointed with this year?
No.
Why?
He had Scatterboo.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
Hell of a player. Hell of a player.
He is
I'll
such
give
a
him
player.
that. I'll give him that. I'm also going to give him, you know what? You got 7 years in this league and you're going to retire. The way that you play, the way that all the head injuries that you're getting now.
Yeah.
No, and Dart, I mean, he looks good.
Dart looks like
Look,
he's going to possibly be
yes.
the future quarterback for them.
So, and yeah, with the injury, when you lost Scatterboo, all that, it, like the whole momentum from that team, like kind of went, oof,
Yeah.
kind of went out the window a little bit.
Yeah.
And they all fell apart. I mean, Giants they're rebuilding as well. I think they can be something.
Well, they fired their head coach. I mean, usually that's a
No,
disappointing
I
year when they
forgot about
fire their
that.
head coach.
Hmm.
We were all pretty sad about that after Brian Daboll thought he could just have Jackson
Yeah.
Dart run all the
He
fucking
won
time.
Coach of the Year.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Yeah, poor guy. I feel bad for him.
I honestly don't think the Giants had a disappointing season, even though they went 4-13 and finished last in their division, because you have Jackson Dart, which does seem like a hit.
Yeah.
You know, Scatterbo's coming
It's a
back.
hit. Yep.
And then on top of it, you get your number one receiver back next year,
Yes.
Malik Nabbers, to work with this. That's a
Yes.
young core.
That'd be good.
And then to just put the cherry on top of everything, as soon as the playoffs started and we heard about everything and whatnot, you got John Harbaugh,
Yeah.
your
Oh,
new head coach. That's
See-
not a failure at all.
Oh, no, that's not a failure.
That's okay. Well, we're coming from the ashes, and holy shit, we actually might have a nucleus in place.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not saying the Giants did a Chernobyl implosion. I'm not saying that at all.
I
But,
feel like even though the Giants lost one more game than the Commanders did, the Giants are feeling way better about their team than the Commanders.
You could see it. I watched the Giants in a couple of games this season, and when the Giants get out there, yeah, they have the running back out, got injuries on the field,
Yep.
and they fire your coach. The momentum for that team is that they're all still working really well together, and that's a team right there.
Yeah.
If you want to see a hell of a team of all the teams in the NFL, the Giants are like right up there on being a true team. They all stick together. They all work it out. They figure things out.
Yeah.
I like that. And
Okay.
they figured it out they got Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's going to be
The
awesome.
Giants could be a dangerous team coming into next season.
The potential is going to be a lot higher than the
Second
other
round
New York
pick.
teams. All right. NFC North teams.
Okay.
Bears.
No,
Not at all.
absolutely not. No, hell yeah, Bears. You did a hell of a job this year.
The
Big improvement from Caleb Williams.
If you've listened to this podcast, you have heard us make fun of this line that Eberflus wrote for them and
Yep.
dumb shit that happened. The first thing that Ben Johnson does in free agency, establish the interior line.
Yep.
They ran the ball more soundly. That they fucking made Caleb de-learn all this shit.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely
The
right.
right
Absolutely
way.
right.
And it flourished.
It did.
You lost in the playoffs, but you lost in overtime.
Don't be sad about that. Chicago, you had a hell of a season. Be proud of
Yeah.
what you did this year.
You have your coach.
Good
you
job.
probably have your quarterback.
Yeah.
Now that you have your coach, as long as them two are married together, you might have the next 15 years of being.
I mean, you might lose
Legit.
you may not make it to the Super Bowl, but no, you will. I think the Bears could be there. I'll give them like 3 years.
I'm going to use the word formidable, and I'm actually talking about the Bears, which
Yeah.
is something I haven't done in a while.
At least this head coach of Chicago with Ben Johnson, he knows how to use timeouts.
Wait, Eberflus just called a timeout. to try
And finally, how long did that take?
All right, NFC North Packers. Disappointed?
The toss up, honestly.
I feel like they are. I feel like they knew they were in a dogfight to win this division. Yes, they made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But even against the Bears at the end of the season in the playoffs, Matt LaFleur tried,
He did.
and there was questions of them possibly firing him. Instead, they're talking about an extension.
Negotiate. Still haven't heard anything about that.
Jordan Love has come into more of a question on whether or not he's a legit franchise quarterback. And you traded the house for Micah Parsons, and he got hurt.
I'm going to say with Jordan Love, it's injuries now.
Yeah.
Is what's coming on for Jordan Love. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of the Green Bay Packers. We live in Minnesota, so there ain't no love for Green Bay here. But Matt LaFleur is a good coach. I will say that.
Agreed.
He is a good coach. But I don't know what Green Bay needs. I haven't figured that out yet.
Consistency.
That'll be like 5 years.
Literally, the first game of the season, they played Detroit, and they fucking they punched them in the face. Detroit is supposed to be that fucking tough, strong team, and the first game, Green Bay came out and creamed them, and then went into week 2 going, "We are unstoppable," this and that. They went to the Browns like week 2 or 3, and they fucking lost.
Oh, that's a bit angry in your voice there, dude.
It was such a flip-floppy thing, and you can bring up the injuries. We all do. Micah Parsons looked like he was an amazing acquirement early in the season, but once he got hurt, you went, "Oh yeah, he has a little bit of an injury history."
Just a little.
And their pass rush wasn't legit. Parsons did win at least 2 games for you on his back at the
Yeah,
end when they
yes,
were
he did.
close.
He
So
did.
you had to give him that, but he wasn't there when you needed him to. So honestly, I think Green Bay, I think there's potential for them to still be relevant. And I do think this is going to be a hard-fought division, but this was ultimately a disappointment. Did you find it?
I did.
Week 3?
Well, so in week 1,
Yeah.
in Green Bay, when they played Detroit, Packers won.
Yeah.
13-27.
27-13.
27-13, sorry.
Punched him in the face.
And then you go to week 2, they beat the Packers the Packers beat
Packers
the
beat the
Commanders.
Packers.
Yeah.
Well, they won at home, and then the first game that they went on the road, they went to Cleveland and fucking lost like 13-7. Right?
Week 3, they yeah, they lost to Cleveland. Yeah, 10-13. They did.
So, I mean, they
Yeah.
just had these mismatched ones, and you couldn't say
And-
that it was
and-
injuries at the
and
time.
here's the best part: you go to Week 4 for Green Bay on Sunday night football.
Yeah.
On Sunday night football, you're playing Dallas.
They
You
tied 'em.
fucking tie
They
40 to
fucking tied,
40.
and Dallas looked like crap early in the
They
season.
both did.
Okay. So that one's a disappointment.
Yep.
They finished 9-7-1.
Yeah.
Vikings.
Mm,
Yes.
yeah.
Fucking-
Quarterback issue. I'm going to say that right now. Quarterback.
Like you, like
Oh, here's a thought. Wide receiver. They're in trouble.
well, that helps.
Come on.
Addison's a disappointment because he keeps getting in trouble off the field. Naylor could be gone, and
You could tell.
you stayed with McCarthy and you let Darnold walk out the door. And now you're
Yeah,
seeing
yeah,
Darnold
how's that
play in a
happen?
Super Bowl.
That's got to be a thorn in the Viking side.
I get why you did it. Everybody understands why you did
Yeah,
it.
because you didn't want to pay him.
Well-
We get that.
You had a plan. You had drafted your young guy.
Yep.
He was supposed to be your starter. He got hurt. Darnold stepped up. Darnold had a great season,
They did.
which gave you, okay, do we stick with Darnold, who's just supposed to be the backup, the veteran?
Yep.
Or do we go with our rookie? Well, it looks like the team is together.
Yeah. Yep.
But in the season that you go with your rookie that you want to develop, you don't run the ball as much or as effectively as you did.
Yep.
And you just expect him to be this pass heavy guy and growing pains. Meanwhile, you watch Sam Darnold earlier in the season had growing pains with Seattle a little
He
bit,
did. He did.
but he
Yep.
had confidence from being with Minnesota that you could definitely see pop up over time. I think it's very much a disappointment for Minnesota.
I agree with that 100%.
I get how they got here and it sucks, but it's still a disappointment.
You could tell the frustration with like Jefferson and the other teammates on the. Jefferson was just pissed all the time. You could see
He
him.
had games where he wasn't even targeted. Our number one receiver that we're paying a shit ton of money to, and you couldn't even bother to find a way to get him the ball.
He can get open and he can catch the ball anyway.
Him and
He's a hell of a
Jamar
wide
Chase
receiver.
are the same way. They're like,
Yes.
I'm always open.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Yeah, they finished
Fuck.
9-8, but it was still very much a disappointment to
Yeah.
watch a quarterback walk out the door. And
Agreed.
then also watch Daniel Jones, who signed and was part of your
Yeah.
practice squad, go to Indianapolis. Till he got
Mhm.
hurt,
Yeah.
was arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Agreed. I can agree with that 100%.
So you have both of them on your fucking team,
and you
you're
let
like,
him go.
you can all go, this is our guy. Mr. Run First
And
defenses
now Sam
offense.
Darnold is in the Super Bowl. Hey, Vikings, you could be there too.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Daniel Jones is still on IR, and
Yeah, he is. Poor
yeah,
guy.
you could have ended up keeping him, and he might have gotten hurt up here too. You don't know.
Never know.
Okay, last one, Lions. Disappointment?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Hey, yes and no. I mean, they play tough, but then there are times when they lose their games, like they weren't there. Their heads were not in the game.
Yeah.
They struggled, turnovers, injuries. It's like this is not the same Lions team that we saw last year.
True.
It's not. So what is missing
Well,
is the question.
it felt like we were going to see this team take a little bit of a step back, or at least a change, because you lost both your coordinators.
Yep.
So we knew that it was going to look a little different. It just turns out that the new coordinator for offense was a little unimaginative.
Yep.
For lack of a better word. They actually did fire him.
They did. They did fire him.
And defensively, you lost Aaron Glenn. The defense was still kind of there. It's just, it did feel like the Lions checked out a couple different times.
Yep.
And expectations were Super Bowl for this team.
Oh, absolutely.
And the fact that they fell on their face right at the end and couldn't get it done to even get in the playoffs was a little bit of a shock. Not to Detroit fans.
You can thank the Vikings for that.
Yeah.
The Vikings are the ones that ended the Lions' playoff hopes.
So Yeah, definitely a disappointment
Yes,
though. So we
absolutely
came
right.
up with a couple of teams
Yeah.
that honestly shouldn't be disappointed. So
Yeah.
AFC side,
Here we go.
Mel Kiper, I bet you we find a couple more here.
Yeah.
Obviously the AFC East,
Yep.
Patriots, not disappointed.
No, not
Even
not
if
at
they
all.
lose the Super
No,
Bowl.
don't be disappointed. Got Drake, man. You got a new head coach in there, and from when they hired Mike Vrabel, yes, I did think this team's gonna suck. We seen what he did in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then from what Vrabel has done with the Patriots, that locker room loves him. And you got Drake May in there. And Drake May, he looks good. He looks really good.
Well, you got him protection
Yeah.
and you got him weapons.
You got Stephon Diggs. I mean,
And Vrabel came out to that defense and was like, do your fucking job. Stop whining.
that's a
Stop
defensive
pointing
player
at
for
shit.
you.
Fucking do your job.
Yep.
We're a team here. This is the Patriot way. He was part of it.
Yes, he was.
He's installing it, and it has worked for them. Not disappointed at all. Even if they lose the Super Bowl, they feel like they're back. They feel like they got their quarterback in the future. I've never really liked the Patriots ever since
I know.
Tom Brady took over the team.
Breathe.
Having said that, my problem is I like Drake May. I like Henderson. There's a
Yeah.
couple of guys on this fucking team that I like, which isn't normally the way that I like to talk about the Patriots.
Are you pointing on one guy?
No, I'm just saying. It doesn't feel as much of a poison pill as it used to be. Oh, look,
Agreed.
here comes Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. How are they going to cheat this time?
Yeah.
All right, but
The
still,
balls were pretty inflated, I think.
I like the gutsiness of Drake May.
Yes.
I really do.
agree. I agree.
So as much as I don't like this team and I don't want to see him good because we've seen it.
Yep.
It's not the same team.
It's not. It really isn't.
I fucking hate their offensive coordinator, but I like their quarterback.
There it is.
All right, Buffalo Bills.
Yes,
Why? Made the playoffs.
they did.
Made the
but
second round of the playoffs.
that game came down to one fucking play. One fucking play for Josh Allen to go to the AFC Championship game.
It did. It was a good
And
game.
we watched that post game press conference, and when Josh Allen breaks down and is bawling his eyes out on the stand, okay, yeah, I get it. I get that. You've been trying to you can't get past either you can always get past the wild card round. You can't get past the division, or you can't even get past the AFC Championship game.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I feel bad for him. They have a good team. They
Yeah.
do. Fired their coach.
They did. McDermott would lose his
And-
job because they would lose.
Yes.
They also turned the ball over like 3 times.
it was a
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a disappointment for Buffalo.
Oh, I'll definitely agree with you on that one. Potentially now was their time.
It is.
Everybody else that has been in their way is out of it, wasn't around. You had a chance at this, and Denver played a good game,
They
but
did.
you literally kind of beat yourself with your
Yeah,
turnover.
Yes.
So ultimately, you shot yourself in the foot. It's upsetting. It's a very big disappointment for them because, yeah,
Is their window closed?
that is the question.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. Dolphins. Disappointment?
No embarrassment.
I very much think
Yeah.
Dolphins season was a disappointment.
It is a very big disappointment. You had Tua. I mean,
Achan is a bright spot, and Jalen Waddle taking a step forward is a bright spot.
that's good. You lost your wide receiver, your big wide receiver
Tyreek
for the
Hill,
year in
yeah.
like week 4. And
Your
who
quarterback didn't
knows
care.
when he's going to come back. If he can come back, there ain't no news on him
Yeah.
since he got hurt, really. But I call it a big disappointment. And they fired their coach too.
Well, they fired their general manager and their head coach. Their head coach they initially didn't fire right away. They did their exit interviews at the end of the season. Then the owner and the coach got together, and then all of a sudden he was fired. And it's like, what did you say? But they went 7-10. This time at times was scrappy.
You know, at one point, I like the way the Dolphins were playing. It was like, you ain't going to win more than 5 games.
Yeah.
And like you said, 7-10.
Yeah, which is crazy with how their season started.
Yeah.
Because it started flopping out pretty.
Right. Exactly.
But disappointment. We
Yeah,
both agree on that
absolutely.
one. Jets 3-14.
Yeah, big
New
disappointment.
head coach Aaron Glenn.
Hey, I like Aaron Glenn.
New offense and defensive coordinators, and they brought in Justin Fields to be their
There's your
quarterback.
problem.
Hey,
Hey, you
and
know what?
with the Steelers, he looked good. Steelers wanted to keep him, but he wanted the money that New York gave him. Reuniting with Wilson.
Didn't help you.
Yeah.
Disappointment. But Aaron Glenn, I mean, first year you hired on, and you have to work with this. You have to figure it out. But you don't have a quarterback. You got one good wide receiver.
Yeah, Wilson.
You got a good running back.
What's crazy is up to like week 6 or 7, Garrett Wilson was the number 1 receiver for
Yep.
yardage and
Yep.
targets in the AFC. And then he got hurt.
Yeah.
And the Jets literally had nobody else they could throw it to for the rest of the
I was like,
fucking
what the
season.
fuck?
Everybody was covered. Josh Reynolds was a waste as a
And
number
then,
2. He
on
couldn't
the-
get away from anybody,
And then the trade deadline, you trade away Sauce Gardner,
which
which is
ultimately
fine. But you got a first round pick for it.
you did. So I mean,
So maybe
towards
this
the
was a
future,
plan.
perhaps.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna say it's a disappointment, but I think I can see big things for the Jets
I
in a couple of years.
I think the Jets are the Jets. I
Yeah.
think there's talent here, and I think it'll be wasted if they hold on to it because Aaron Glenn might be able to develop something out of this, but this front office is such a, I don't know,
Mess.
disarray of egos and people that think they know football.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
And it doesn't work when you put the pressure on the coach. You're going to do this and this and this because this is what I want. Well, my brother says blah, 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 or whatever it is. And then the media scrutinizes everything and everybody feels all this immense pressure. And ultimately, the Jets just fucking implode all the
Yeah.
time.
I agree.
Very much a big disappointment
Yes.
for them. 3-14.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, the quarterback that was projected to possibly be going to them has now decided he's going to go back to school.
Can you blame him?
He's like, who's going to probably draft me?
nah, I'm going back to
Going
school.
back to Oregon.
I want to learn.
All right. Steelers. Disappointing season. They got into the playoffs again,
50-50.
and then they
I'm
fucking lost in
I'm
the
at
first round.
50-50 on the Steelers. I'm not the biggest fan of Aaron Rodgers. I'm not. Okay. Truth be told, Aaron Rodgers needs to hang it up. He's done.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin is a great coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never had a losing season with
No.
Pittsburgh. Never. But in playoff game, everything fell apart. Pittsburgh. Everything. I mean,
Hey, their defense, the pressure on Stroud turned the ball over 3 times.
I know.
The defense was trying to keep him in it, but they had no answer for Houston's defense.
Nope.
And if you look at their season as a whole, it was a humdrum of maybe we can do this.
We'll
Fall on the
try.
face. Oh,
Yeah.
God. Well, Aaron's feeling good today. He's
Yep.
stretched, so we might be able to
Well.
win. They won the division.
They did.
Mike Tomlin got him back to the playoffs.
They did.
And in Mike Tomlin fashion, they lost horribly in the first round.
And then Mike Tomlin stepped down as head coach. He did not get fired.
No,
he stepped
he
down.
stepped down. Which a lot of your Pittsburgh Steelers fans were like, we need him to be gone so we can be really bad. And then the news broke, you hired Mike McCarthy.
You're gonna use your running back as center.
So I feel like even though you won the division,
You
huge disappointment.
disappointment.
Like,
Yeah, with hiring.
Next season already feels like
Yeah.
a disappointment for you.
Yeah, I
Okay.
go with that.
Ravens finished the season 8-9.
Yes, they had a disappointing season. You have a Pro Bowl quarterback. You got wide receivers. You got running back. You got a hell of a good running back. You got Derrick
That you
Henry.
don't fucking
You don't
use.
use. Exactly.
Don't understand.
And you have a hell of a coach.
Yeah.
A great coach.
Well, you did. They are
Yeah.
gone.
But yeah, injuries, of course.
Missed the playoffs
But-
again.
You stop using your running back.
When they got eliminated from the playoffs, and then they turned around and they had to finish up the season.
Yep.
They ran Henry a lot, and he fucking killed it. And it's like, why would you?
Where was that? Where was that? That's why I said disappointment.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you
Yep.
very much so. And now this team gets to rebuild with Minter as their new head coach.
Yep.
The next one, Bengals.
They're just confused. They don't know what they want yet.
If you look back on their season, I feel like it is so much of a fucked up disappointment for them. Burrow got hurt for most of the year. He
Yeah.
did manage to come
He did.
back, and you still had an outside chance of making the playoffs. Jamar Chase had a down year. Higgins got knocked around, but actually stayed healthy
Yep.
for most of it. You couldn't get your running game going. You had the problem with Hendrickson and
Yep.
his contract, and most likely he's
And
gone.
he was hurt.
And he was also hurt on
Yep.
top of it. Other than that, you traded defensive players away on a defense that was rated 31st and was fucking horrible
Yep.
to the Cowboys, which are also horrible.
Yeah.
You finished 6-11, and you kept your head coach. You're the only one in the
Only
AFC North
one.
that kept their head coach.
Yes.
Which, I mean, isn't a terrible thing if you feel like you got the offense figured out, but you definitely need to figure out a
Yeah,
defense.
figure it out. Yeah. Disappointment.
And offensive line. If Burrow is your guy, and he is one of the elite quarterbacks in the league, protect him for fuck's sake.
Amen to that, brother.
Run the ball more, do more play action, do something to fucking salvage him so he stops getting hurt and has to Superman it all the time.
Agreed. I agree with that 100%.
I feel like they're ruining him.
Yeah.
And to be honest, and I feel like I've said this in the past, if you have watched football in the past 30 years and you know who Dan Marino is, Burrow is
Who's
the
that?
new version of him. You're one of your first year, you went to the Super Bowl and you lost.
Yeah.
And since then, your team couldn't figure its shit out enough
Yep.
to get you to get back. Even though you look great and you can put up all these numbers and you're very good at what you do.
Yep.
And everybody loves you.
Yeah.
Fucking the ownership apparently is too cheap to fucking help you up. But disappointed?
Disappointed.
Disappointed season.
Yeah.
Okay, and we'll go to our last one. 5-12 finish with a Pro Bowl quarterback, the Cleveland Browns.
No, because their defense was the one that kept that team afloat.
Had won 5 games.
But you also had the one of the best players on defense
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
with the new NFL sack record.
Man, the rookie on the
All
other side
thanks
definitely helped.
to Jim Schwartz.
Yeah.
We'll get into him later.
So, but if you're looking at this at the end of the season back, are you disappointed with how this season turned out? I feel like you gotta be.
Yeah, because your defense played their top game, but your offense went.
It
didn't
couldn't
wanna
figure
do
out the
shit.
quarterback. It
No.
doesn't have credible wide receivers other than Jerry Jeudy, and he's a number 2 at best.
Yep.
You had some rookies step up in the running game, and Judkins. Having said that, it wasn't as dynamic as it needed to be. At the end of the day, you fired your head coach.
Yep.
And then you pissed off your defensive coordinator that helped make this, so now he might be gone.
I hope so.
You spent a lot of money on a quarterback that you might have back now in Deshaun Watson,
Yay.
but he wasn't worth the time when he was healthy,
No.
and you almost had a chance out of it, but you decided to stick with it. So he's still on the roster that you're paying him guaranteed money. Myles Garrett got paid a bunch of money, which, hey, he got sack record. This defense stepped up, but now they lost their leader in the defensive coordinator.
Yep.
Th-
Disappointment.
And then on top of it, you're pretty high on Shedeur Sanders if it ain't Deshaun Watson. And you think that you can figure this out.
He's just rubbish.
Fucking disappointment
Yeah.
is a big
Dis-
stamp on this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
agreed.
Okay, AFC South. Jaguars.
No, don't be disappointed. You had a hell of a season.
Okay.
They did a hell of a job this year.
They
Liam,
did.
Liam Cohen, hell of a coach. He did great.
Him and Trevor Lawrence weren't getting along at the beginning of the season. And I think
weren't.
this was one of those. It's like Caleb Williams for the Bears. You had an offensive coordinator turned head coach come in and go, "You're doing it wrong. This is what you need to fucking do."
Mm-hmm.
And after the quarterback threw his little fit, he de-learned all the dumb shit that he
Yeah.
was doing. He's like, "Oh my god, it fucking
It
works!"
I fucking told you.
I mean, it sucks that Hunter got hurt
Yeah.
and Brian Thomas took a step backwards for a while. But when they traded for Jacoby Myers at
That,
the trade
that
deadline, that was
helped
a
him. Oh my
huge
god.
surge for this
he
offense.
blew up.
This
It's
run
great.
game was good with ETN,
Yeah.
but once they got Jacoby in so that this passing game could go good and the defense stepped back up and was playing good,
Mhm.
honestly, the Jaguars didn't shoot themselves in the foot.
No, I agree. They did not. They should not be disappointed at all. I say they had a hell of a season.
Yeah, the only thing you can be disappointed of was Trevor Lawrence's first thought to throw the ball into coverage
Yeah.
when you had time on the clock to drive down the field to possibly beat the Bills to make them cry a week earlier than what they did.
Yep. Agreed. I agree.
And
with
it
that.
was just a bad pass. It was a relapse. And that for this team, if that's your relapse compared to what it used to be, which was falling apart towards the end of the
Yeah.
season, you're going in the right direction.
Agreed. I agree. 100%.
All right, next team, Houston Texans finished 12-5.
No, don't be disappointed. Defense was number one.
It was.
Had a hell of a defense. Your offense was okay. It wasn't bad. But then when you got into the playoffs, CJ Stroud went, I forgot to play.
Yeah.
Turnover after turnover.
turnovers,
Sags. He
the-
couldn't get
the-
rid of the ball. But still, even after all that, do not be disappointed on how your season ended. You had a hell of a year.
I honestly, my impression, I really like CJ Stroud, and I think he's a good quarterback. I just think he tries to do too much. And my impression of him in the Steelers game, and it was even worse in New England, was he was Adam Sandler from The Longest Yard trying to purposely lose, but he's a bad actor. So it was like, oh, they got me. No. Yeah, he's better than that. And I do think that this team struggled through most of the season and for the most part overcame it with the rookie marks. They really needed Joe Mixon from a year ago.
Agreed. Agreed.
The stronger run game sets this team up so much better. And Nick Chubb and Marks were not in the same caliber, but it sufficed for
Agreed.
a while.
Agreed.
It's just because of that, Stroud tried to do too much. The defense was great, and they're still young enough. They're going to be a threat for the next couple of years. Houston, it's sad. 3 years in a row, you've gone to the playoffs since
D'Amico Ryan.
D'Amico Ryan's
Yep.
taken over, but you've also lost, and it was kind of sad how you lost
Yeah.
against the Patriots in a game you easily. I mean, you could have won. Just stop turning the fucking ball over.
It happens. It's all right.
It's a learning curve. It's just very frustrating. Not necessarily a disappointment, but a little bit. I
Right.
could see that one being more of a 50-50
Yeah.
for them.
Okay.
Colts,
Yeah.
disappointment?
Well, it's a 50-50 as well. You had, you start the season with Richardson?
You started the season with Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones challenging him for the job. They were going to have a quarterback battle to see who was the guy.
Yep.
They've gone through 2 years of Anthony Richardson fucking around and them not being as good, and just the team moved a couple of defensive players in, and then they had this quarterback thing going on. The beginning of the season started, and Daniel Jones had taken the job from Anthony Richardson.
And Daniel Jones played very well.
Played amazingly, and Jonathan Taylor looked like an MVP.
Well, they were using the hell out of him, and then they stopped.
Well, they kind of bogged down a couple of times.
They
He got
did.
nicked up in the one game,
Yeah.
and then when Daniel Jones went down, they just couldn't get him going.
After Daniel Jones went down, that was
Like the first 9 games or so of the season, the Colts
you were like
looked like
8-2. You were sitting at 8-2, and then you just went,
they looked like they were a fucking playoff team to
Yeah.
be first,
yep.
and it just it fell apart. And a lot of that happened because your quarterback went down, and he was using a lot of his mobility. He was
Yes.
playing through injuries. I don't think it was a disappointment because it gave you a glimpse of what your team actually is.
Agreed.
It's like, yes, quarterbacks are very important, and here's what happens when you have a good one. And I feel like the Colts got to see that and like, oh my God,
we got
we are
this.
way better than I thought. Anthony Richardson, get the fuck out of here.
I agreed. I like that.
Ultimately, it was a disappointment, but it was a mild disappointment, in my opinion.
Okay. Agree.
Agree?
Agreed.
All right. Tennessee Titans
Yeah.
had the number 1 pick, took Cam Ward. They got rid of Vrabel because they didn't need him. Callahan was there.
He wasn't the answer either.
Oh, apparently not.
Tennessee, horrible. You should be very disappointed in how you played.
Running a couple different weapons.
Didn't help.
Wide receiver,
Didn't help.
Pollard running the ball.
Didn't help. You fired your head coach.
It just didn't feel like they had anything they could really hang their hat on. Their defense plays okay, but it only can play so much.
Right.
And then offensively, you were stagnant at times. Cam Ward looked decent in preseason.
In preseason.
When people started throwing
Preseason.
shit at him, I wouldn't say he looked overwhelmed. He just looked rushed and he was waiting for somebody else. And he literally called his own fucking team out.
Yeah, he did. He did. I like that. I like that about him. That's what he did. And I was like, wow, you got balls, dude.
Right? It took
Good
them a while,
job.
but they won 3 games.
Yep.
Still, they're picking in the top 5 for this coming
Yeah.
draft. And you got to get him some weapons. You got to do some stuff.
Disappointment.
But having said that, you know who your quarterback most likely is. Even towards the end of the season, Ward looks decently good.
He does, but he's got no weapons.
And you got Robert Saleh coming in to be your new head coach because you need a defense.
Yep.
So you signed him. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're looking back at the season, you're like, it's disappointing what we have, but we do have pieces going forward.
Yep.
So it's not like the Jets where it's like, everything's on fire. I don't think it's the disappointment, but like on the scale of 1 to 10, I think you're more of like a 5 on the disappointment.
All right.
All right. Broncos.
No.
Really?
You had a hell of a season. Yeah, it sucked how it ended.
Yeah.
And your quarterback got hurt on the play that you shouldn't have even had to do it.
Yeah, there's
I
actually
call that dumb.
there's actually a conspiracy that he might have broke it earlier than that and was trying to play through it. And then when he ran off to the side, the guy grabbed it and made it worse. We don't know.
We don't know. But no, you made it to the AFC Championship game. You should not be disappointed with that. You had a great season. Bo Nix played great. No, Surtain there
Uh-huh.
on the defense played awesome. No, I mean, and Mims, he plays great too on wide receiver.
Mims is
Looks
definitely
good.
trying.
And no, do not be disappointed with how it ended. Don't be. You did a great job.
When it comes to the Broncos, I think you know who your quarterback is, and I think you're confident in your coach as long
Yes.
as he doesn't have to put a backup quarterback in.
Right.
I do think you're disappointed, not necessarily for what you accomplished. You're happy for what you accomplished. You
Yeah.
were the number 1 seed. You unseated the Chiefs. You managed to show that your team has turned the corner. Looks really good. Bo Nix looks great. At times, you kind of took a little bit to get going in games. Ultimately, I think the only part that you're disappointed is you lost your franchise quarterback right before the biggest game that would have brought you to the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
And you were the number 1 seed. And it's like, damn it, we can't have that back. Like, injuries suck, but they happen.
Yep.
And it just sucks that it happened.
I
And
agree.
only in that small aspect are you disappointed because you felt like you had them.
Yep.
Chargers. They finished 11-6, made the playoffs, but their line was literally atrocious.
You had no line.
Herbert ran
And
for his life and
you
had to
shouldn't-
throw the ball horribly
You
bad.
shouldn't be disappointed. You guys played very well. Yeah, without a line, you can't do much. Can't. You got no protection. Like you said, running for your life. I mean, no, but don't be disappointed. You still made it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Don't be disappointed in that. Be happy with that. No, Jim, he'll figure it out. And he's got a new offensive coordinator now.
Yep.
This team can be something a whole different team that we saw this season and what we're going to see next season. So I'd say no, it's not a disappointment.
I feel like the future of this division is between these 2 teams.
I agree.
It like they're the 2 teams obviously that made the playoffs.
Yep.
They're the 2 that seem to have all the talent kind of lined up in the right spot right now.
Agreed.
So, yeah. All right. Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
But why?
Taylor Swift.
Didn't they just go to the Super Bowl last year?
I stand by my statement. Taylor Swift. No. Very disappointing. I mean, Patrick Mahomes got hurt. So what?
They were losing. They had a losing record when Patrick
They
won.
did.
I don't like that being the excuse.
No, it's not. It's not. Very disappointing because the powerhouse that the Chiefs were.
Yeah.
That's what everyone is expecting, and then they come out and like, what the fuck is this? What's this? You guys are playing like shit. You're dropping balls, fumbling. Mahomes ain't playing the way that he.
Well, at times he still had that Mahomes magic, but I do feel
That's
like
'cause he
his
paid the ref.
his cast of characters are long in the tooth or stupid as shit.
Yeah, getting in trouble, Rice.
Rice is a moron
Yeah,
who is definitely talented on the field, but off the field he's a liability.
agreed.
And Travis Kelce, I hate to tell you this, bud, but
Retire.
I think you're done.
You're done.
Your heart doesn't seem to be into it, and
He's
Hey,
planning
you-
a wedding. Calm
he
down.
has had an amazing career. He deserves props for what he has done for the tight end position
Yep.
and how good he has been. He has Super Bowl rings. He's had great success.
Yep.
And I won't take any of that away. Fucking kudos to you, man. But watching you this year, you can tell that like it's kind of over. You're kind of washed out.
Yeah.
And I know that you can kind of get the gumption going a little bit for like a play or two, but it's not what it was.
No, I agree. Agree with you.
And with how much you have diverted money and Patrick has taken this big contract and then he restructures it
Yeah.
so that you can put it different places. Not everybody's doing that.
No,
And it's starting to catch up with you.
agreed. I
Well,
agree with you
you-
100%.
You can tell the talent and
Oh,
whatnot.
disappointment though.
And unfortunately, unless they start righting the ship decently fast, it might be a while.
So you're calling it a disappointment season?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Last one.
yeah.
The Raiders. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right. Remember,
Okay.
let's remember where we were
Okay.
at
So
the beginning of the season.
Raiders and the Jets, they like fires.
Oh, gotcha.
Raiders are a total fucking dumpster fire.
Now let's remember what we thought of the Raiders at the very beginning of the season. They had Tom Brady, who's going to take an active part in finding them a new head coach. That new head coach was Pete Carroll. They would bring in Geno Smith. They would draft Ashton Genty to help with Brock Bowers. Max Crosby was talked about being traded. He wanted to be a Raider for life. They decided to keep him there, not trade him at all. It looked like in foundation, they might have bandaged this up to somewhat have a decent season and then start working towards the future.
Yep.
That didn't happen.
No, and on our week one, when we did our divisions there, we both said the Raiders are going to be in last place.
Did we?
We did. No, they're a total disappointment. Horrible. Head coaches,
Oh, yeah. You could start there all the way down.
quarterback.
Yeah.
You got a good running back
Ish.
ish,
He was so gun shy at the beginning of the season,
But-
like he didn't know how to run through a fucking hole.
but you have a hell of a tight end.
You do.
Where's your wide receivers?
You have Trey Tucker in the cast of you traded
Yeah.
Jacoby Myers.
Well, there you go. You are they are a disappointment.
Like, I know you got the number one seed, but you fired Pete Carroll after one season. You have 5 fucking coaches on the roster for $50 million. We've talked about that
Right.
before. The future, I don't know if it necessarily looks bright, but it definitely, you have the number one pick and you know that you're taking the Indiana quarterback. There's so much that you have to fix here. You need another edge rusher on the other side
Agreed.
to
Oh,
complement
yeah.
Max Crosby
Absolutely.
to make that a dynamic duo. And I don't think that the defense is absolutely terrible. There's players here. You need another dynamic guy for the pass rush.
Yep.
Offensively, you need to be more aggressive with the ground game. Ashton Genty needs to be more aggressive, and you need a competent quarterback that doesn't have the most turnovers in the NFL. As Geno Smith,
Yes,
demonstrated.
yeah, agreed.
Very much a disappointment.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mel Kiper. I don't believe there's 31 teams that are going to be disappointed.
No.
I do think you got a decent amount in there.
Yeah.
There's the other ones that can hang their head high.
Yeah.
And this whole fucking thing that's going through the media where if you don't win the Super Bowl, it has been a disappointment. Back in the day, you used to hang your head high if you made
Yeah. You made the playoffs.
the playoffs. It was huge. You won your division.
Yeah.
That was a big deal.
It was. It really was.
And now they're like, well, you won your division. It doesn't matter. Where are you at in the playoffs? Okay, can you make it? Like, I get the pressure, but calm the fuck down.
Right. Exactly.
Like having a team that's moving in the right direction and you only got 4 wins, like the
Yep.
Giants.
Yep.
their future still looks bright. There's no reason to hang your head low on that
No,
one. For
absolutely
the
not.
Saints, fuck, you got something going on there
Agreed.
to
Like-
build on. Like there's momentum and there's good positives here, even though we have a lot of negatives
Yep.
that had happened. So, yeah. With that, we'll get into our recap of what happened last week. We had 2 games that got played.
You want to take a break first?
No, we'll do that afterwards.
Okay.
Or do you want? Yeah, we probably should,
We
huh?
should.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, welcome back. Man, that was a long break.
It was.
Feel better though.
I do too. A lot better.
So hey, we're gonna get into it. Our first game that happened was the Patriots against the Broncos, Mile High Stadium.
Was this a game though?
The first half was.
Because they could see. Before the snow fight. The snow came and everything went to complete shit. It was a disaster.
It was kind of funny.
It kind of was, honestly. I watched this whole game. And that first half I was like, oh, this is good. This is going to be a good game. Oh, yeah, we got some snow coming down. The second half starts and it's like, you forget, you don't know how to play in the snow. New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, it snows in both
It
those places.
snows all the time, and no one could do nothing.
The big thing about this, like they were talking about, there was possibility of precipitation, maybe some snow, and they didn't have anything in the first half. And then you had Stidham starting for Denver. He did all right in the first half.
Yeah.
In the second half, he literally would just couldn't do a goddamn thing.
Tried kicking field goals too, then neither
Oh my God.
neither kicker could. Neither kicker could.
They both tried kicking field goals right before halftime, and both of them missed.
I think New England's kicker, he tried it at like 63 yards, I believe. Nope.
Yeah, it was like 63 or 62,
Yeah.
right in there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to happen. When the snow flew, the defense is just locked down on it, and it
Yep.
became that you couldn't take too many steps. The offenses both grinded to a halt. They could not get plays
And-
to work.
Yeah, watching them. Well, but no one touched me, so you can get up and go. Get up, you start running. Oh, you're gonna slip again, and then you get hit.
Yeah.
It was a disaster second half, is what it was.
Eh.
Oh my god.
Not to emphasize the defense too much, but
No.
Drake May finished this game 10 for 21.
Yep.
For 86 yards.
How many rushing yards did he have?
He got sacked 5 times as well.
He did.
He ran for 65 yards and a touchdown on 10 carries. Ray Stevenson had 25 carries for 71 yards, and Henderson had 3 carries for 5 yards. That's the only way they can move the ball,
That's
especially after the wind was swirling,
Yeah.
which was a problem.
Oh.
Second quarter on.
yes, it was.
So
This game was like it was a good game, but it was also very like I was watching a comedy. And it was funny watching these teams ride
I
it.
loved how much snow showed up.
And it's like, oh my goodness. And you guys know how to play in the snow. You both get snow all the time. And it's like you guys have no idea what the hell you're doing.
The big thing that this game really came down to, the final score was 10-7.
Yes.
And with Drake May calling his own number on a bootleg at the very end to run for the
Yep.
first down to get it,
Yep.
that was huge. And then the interception that Stidham would throw.
Yep.
Stidham finished this game 17 for 31, 133 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, got sacked 3 times.
Yep.
I mean, they're better numbers than what May had,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
you have the turnover. He threw a turnover when they could have kicked a field goal.
Yes, on fourth down, right?
Yeah, on
Yeah.
4th down, they
Yep.
turned around and they threw it, and he tried throwing it out of the outer
And-
boundary, and the defender was right there. And it was a huge swing in the game because you left points on the field when you could still do it.
And there was no snow at that time.
And
I was like that was in the first half, and it's like, what are you doing going for it here? You could get 3 points out of this.
Yeah.
we're going to go for it.
They,
But you
they
know
were
what?
trying to get as many points up early as they possibly could, and they got stalled out. And instead of taking what they could, they got greedy.
But that is also Sean Payton's mentality as
Yes.
well.
Like I get it. The play call was horrible.
It was. It really was.
And then he's throwing into coverage.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And it just you literally lost by 3 points, and
You did.
there was your fucking 3
Right
points.
there.
Not to mention the field goals that got missed.
Yeah, could you imagine the game went to overtime?
That would have been funny. They actually showed a clip at one point in time of what New England looked like because New England was close to getting the number 1 seed.
Yep.
New England had over a foot of snow
Yeah.
on their field
Yep.
that was sitting there. They're like, if you think it's bad in Denver, but New England didn't have the wind.
No.
That Denver
No, they did not.
In contrast, the Patriots, obviously Stevenson ran for 71 yards, Drake May for 65, which seemed like the big thing. Denver, RJ Harvey ran the ball the most, 37 yards on 13 carries.
That's it?
That's it.
Gee, that sounds
Um,
familiar.
Stidham also ran the ball like May, but he only ran 4 times for 23 yards. They have so many people. They got McClellan.
Yep.
That ran the ball 4 for 11. Batty. His name's Batty. 1
Yep.
for 4. Prentice 1 for 3. Bryant 1 for 1 yard.
They're trying to run that ball.
It just you had a bunch of names you didn't run near as much as what the Patriots would turn around and run. Final stats. Total yards. Can you guess how many total yards the Patriots had?
176.
Ooh. Higher than that. They actually went over 200.
Oh, 215.
206.
Wow.
Denver 181.
Ooh. Damn.
In that, Denver managed to pass for over 100 yards with 102. Whereas
Wow.
the Patriots only 65 yards in the air. Rushing yards though, Patriots 141 to Denver's 79. And then
If the ground game works for you, keep doing it. Use it. That's my philosophy.
fumbles lost, Denver had 1.
Yep.
Interceptions thrown, Denver had 1. So you had 2 turnovers. Penalties, the 2-1. Not
Yeah,
big on the penalties.
there was
They
no-
let these guys
there-
play, and it was a good game.
Because they were like, it's fucking cold. We don't want to be there longer than we have to.
Oh my god, pick that fucking flag out. All in all, yeah, the Patriots would come out the winner.
Yeah.
Really good game. It was good to see Drake May call his own number at the end.
I'll give him that. Yes.
I really
Great
did
job.
like that he ran to that edge.
I'll give him credit. Congratulations, New England, going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know if you win this game if Bo Nix is in this game.
I don't know.
Bo
I-
Nix is way more of a dynamic runner.
Yeah.
It would have been way more of an even field between him and
Has he
May
ever
going.
played in the snow?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he comes from Oregon or Washington or whatnot, and all 4 of his years was played. Bo Nix can play in the snow, and he's been in Denver. He was there last year too. So,
I know.
all in all, hey, good year for you Broncos,
Yeah.
and yeah, Falcon Patriots. That'll take us to our next game that happened.
You want to hear what our scores?
Oh, what was our scores?
You took Denver. You said 28-25.
Wow, I was very optimistic. I didn't know it was going to snow.
Hey, I took New England. I said 31-17.
A little high.
I didn't know it was going to snow either. We'll go to our NFC Championship game. We had the Rams at Seattle.
Yeah.
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 Matthew Stafford. Good job, buddy.
So
Bullshit.
division. I mean,
Division rivalry here.
yeah, they're both playing good ball. You had the number 1 offense
Yes.
going against a pretty stellar defense, and Darnold had to not turn the ball over or do typical.
He didn't.
He didn't. He
He
actually played a
did
pretty good
not.
game. Interesting enough, the stats for both teams. The Rams total yards was 479 to the Seattle team 396.
Yeah.
Passing yards, the Rams outdid Seattle 365 to 321. Rushing yards, Rams again 114 yards to Seattle's 75. They averaged 8.3 yards per play to Seattle's 6.1. and they had 26 first downs to Seattle's 24. They allowed
See-
only 1 sack to Seattle's 3 sacks,
Yep,
but they did fumble the ball once.
they did. Yep.
You look at them stats
You look at
and
their
you're like,
stats like Rams. That's Rams all the way. Unfortunately, it was not.
it was not.
Seattle.
Seattle played a pretty controlled game against the Rams. Rams, they could drive down the field. They just couldn't get the damn ball to
Oh,
go
they
in the
couldn't.
end zone all the time.
No.
They stalling out. Stafford finished this game 22 of 35 for 374 yards and 3 touchdowns. He only got sacked 1 time.
He's a very mobile quarterback as well. He can get rid of the ball if he needs to.
The big 2 dynamic duo of Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams. Puka had 9 receptions, 165 yards, and a touchdown. Devontae Adams, 4 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Like, all of that sounds like the Rams should
That's
win.
the Rams right there.
But
Yep.
this was
This was Seattle.
Sam Darnold. Mr. You got to protect me from be good. We watched him lose to this defense
We
a
did.
year ago in Minnesota when we couldn't fucking protect him.
Right?
They managed to run the ball 19 for 62 with a touchdown out of Walker. And other than that, not a whole lot of running. Darnold himself, 25 for 36,
Yep.
346 yards, 3 touchdowns, did not throw a pick, did
Nope.
not turn the ball over, and only got sacked 3 times. For the most part, played mistake-free football,
He did.
and they put up a really good game.
This was a really good game. It really was.
I don't like
I-
I like players of these teams.
I-
I don't
I
really
would-
like these teams.
I was pissed off with the end result.
Smith and Jigma caught 10 passes.
160 yards,
Ooh, a little less.
135.
No, you were way close. You just 7 yards too high. 153 yards
And a touchdown.
and a touchdown.
Yeah,
It-
he's good. I'll give him that. He's good.
He's having a great year.
He really is.
Ultimately, at the end of this one, Seattle would win it 31-27.
Close game.
Yeah, congratulations, Seattle. You're going to the Super Bowl.
I think I'm gonna go on my Madden game. I'm gonna put that Nigba guy on my team.
Enigma.
However, how do you pronounce it?
I don't when you say Enigma, I think of Edward Nigma from Batman. I'm like, you're gonna have the Riddler on there. Riddle me this.
Hey,
Whole fucking team's gonna be Batman. People.
yes. No, Seattle. Job.
I mean, it was a really good game. Again, Rams, you were in win now mode. You did lose, so that was a disappointment. But all in all, if you look at this season and the number 1 offense that you had, not really a disappointment.
The final 4 here for the AFC and NFC championship game. These teams should not be disappointed at all.
Really shouldn't.
No.
And my only thing with Denver is you literally lost your quarterback
You
right
did.
before you played it. It
Yep.
would. It probably would have been a different game if Nick.
I think it would have. I think it would have too.
But with that, that is how we set up the Super Bowl, which is not this coming week. So we are not picking that this week.
God.
We get to listen to all the bullshit that they talk about before they all go down to San Francisco and practice outside a substation. We're actually not letting them do that.
You brought it up. Good job.
You know how weird it is to see Seattle getting to play a Super Bowl in San Francisco? I don't like it.
Hold on. It's a thorn in my side.
Right.
It hurts.
To be honest, one of the worst Super Bowls I ever got to watch that I didn't like either team was Seattle against New England.
Is that the Marshawn Lynch one?
Yeah. And I like Marshawn Lynch, but I don't like Pete Carroll, and I'm
Guess
not a
what?
big Russell fan.
We're not gonna.
Didn't like
we're not
Brady,
gonna hand it
Belichick.
off.
And now going into this one, I'm like, God damn it. I didn't want these teams. But then you start looking at who's playing, and it's not the same people that I've hated for years.
It's not.
There's players on both sides. Obviously, I like Darnold. I like May. So, I mean, I like both quarterbacks. I can't actually go, because I don't.
I do. I hate Seattle Seahawks with passion.
But Sam Darnold is such a feel-good story. the Jets wrote him off. Who drafted him? And
Yep.
I seen a conspiracy theory. The Jets were like, "We're going to draft him, but we're not going to be ready for him to succeed. So we're going to get him really frustrated. Then we're going to let him go. Then Carolina's going to pick him up, but then they're not going to be ready for him. So they're going to get him really frustrated. So then he's going to contemplate possibly retiring from the NFL. But he's like, I know I'm going to give it another shot. Maybe I just need time. So then San Francisco is going to pick him up and give him the patience that he needs. Get a little confidence back. Hey, it doesn't always have to be about me. Starts putting him in the right direction. He gets to see a good coach. All right, then he'll go to a team like Minnesota. Then he'll play really good, but he'll be on a short-term contract. He'll just get that chance, and then all of a sudden he'll turn around and there'll be another team that'll be, kind of ready, but not fully ready. But they need that quarterback. They're going to sign him, but they're going to sign him to a team-friendly deal. That's our plan. That's what we see. And then he'll turn around and he'll go to the playoffs, and he'll go to the Super Bowl. And lo and behold, the Patriots will be there with their next dynasty. But we've planned for this by letting Darnold do all this stuff so he can defeat them. That's the Jets conspiracy theory.
Has nothing to do with the Jets. The
The-
Jets can't even make it.
They set it all in motion on the day they drafted him. They're like, he might not be good for us, but I have a plan.
What's in your glass there? No, congratulations. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, it is what
If
it is.
you want to have a ad for the Super Bowl this year, it's going to cost you $30 million.
Yeah, I'm good.
You don't want to do one?
No. I'm not excited about the game necessarily, but obviously probably watch it. I'm not excited about the halftime show, even though Bad
No.
Bunny is really popular with a lot of people. Good for the people that like him. I got nothing against him. And I got nothing against what the NFL's trying to do with being inclusive of all sorts of different types. They've explored
Right.
the rap culture in
Yep.
the last couple of years. I get it. You can't just play the music I like.
No.
Um,
Are you sure?
Having said that, they're letting Green Day start the thing, and I really like
Hey,
Green Day,
that's
so I'm
awesome.
cool with
Yeah.
that. But all in all, I mean, I hope for a good game. I would actually
I
like
don't-
to see commercials again that are good.
See, that's the thing I always look forward to in the Super Bowl is the commercials.
Yeah.
But you know what the bad part is? These commercials, the past several years, have been crap.
Yeah, there's like one or two that are funny, and they're not as I don't know. I think our expectations are really high.
Okay. Since we're talking about Super Bowl commercials,
Sure.
what was your favorite one? Do you have a favorite Super Bowl commercial?
Like, there's been many through the years that I have enjoyed. I remember the Tide commercials that kept going and going with the Stains one, and the one that I remember the frogs, the Budweiser frogs doing their yeah. My favorite one though was actually a Volkswagen commercial
Really?
with the kid dressed up as Darth Vader, and he keeps trying to get stuff to work, and he goes up to the car and goes. And his dad starts it up, and you can tell just the kid's like, "Oh, it worked!"
You're right.
It was simple, yet it was such a joyful moment, and it made me laugh. I thought it was awesome.
That's pretty damn good.
It's just it worked. I very much enjoyed that, and I still remember to this day. So when you watch some of these other commercials, I'm just like,
The hell's this?
oh, what the fuck?
See,
What's your favorite? Or
so
which
I
one?
always like I always like when Budweiser does their Clydesdales.
Okay.
I always like the frogs.
Mhm.
I could specifically remember one was for Tabasco hot sauce,
Okay.
and this guy's sitting out on his lawn, like on a dock, if you will, I think it was, and he's sitting there eating pizza, and he's just gouging his pizza with Tabasco, and he's eating it, and a mosquito comes and it lands on his arm, and he's watching it. He doesn't hit it, and it goes, gets done doing what it's doing, and it flies off, and the guy sits there. And all you see is it's that hot.
That is
I was
awesome.
like, see,
I
that
remember
is
that.
great. I laugh at that. Those were the commercials that we had. Nowadays, the commercials that we have, it's like, I mean, your Dorito commercials are still pretty good.
I remember the alien one where the Doritos are trying to take the chips, and he's like, "No, gotta get my chips," and they beat the shit out of him. And, like, there's funny ones out there, but then like Mountain Dew had the monkey baby whatever.
Oh,
I honestly think
wasn't
it's
it the
dumb as
what-
fuck.
wasn't the one with like the seal?
Yeah. Seal was a seal that was saying, it was okay. Like, they're just not. Nah.
Yeah, they're not what they used to be, and it's sad.
Yeah. We've had funny ones. We've had really funny ones.
But I can talk about these commercials with my daughter, and she looks at me like, "That's not funny," because you've never experienced it. You didn't get to see it.
Yeah. And now a lot of the commercials get released on YouTube before the fucking Super
Yeah,
Bowl even
that's
happens. So
no-
it's like, well, now you're ruining it.
It sucks.
There are
I'm
people that
hoping-
literally turn into the Super Bowl to watch the commercials for a while
Okay.
there.
I'm that guy.
It depends on who's playing, but
I'm watching the Super Bowl for the commercials.
I mean, we'll see what happens this year, but not high expectations on them.
No, sir.
Unfortunately, that's kind of how it has to be.
How it
But,
works, man.
with this coming week, because we don't have a Super Bowl, we have the Pro Bowl games.
Yes, sir. We do.
We also have the announcements of who wins the awards for the NFL honors. We have the finalists. I have the list of it right here. What's weird is they're all sponsored by somebody.
Weird.
Yeah, you can't. That weird. Doesn't feel like it's selling out at all. For the most valuable player, presented by Invisalign. I know. I don't like it.
Wow.
Our 5 finalists are Josh Allen. Do you want to guess the rest of them?
Matt Stafford,
Yes, he is on this list.
Drake May.
He is also on this list.
Are they all quarterbacks?
No.
McCaffrey.
Yes. One left. Hint. he is
Sam
a-
Darnold.
No,
No.
but it is a quarterback.
Yes.
Had a
Division.
great season. AFC South. And they made the playoffs.
Justin Herbert.
No, that's West. South is Trevor Lawrence.
That's what I meant.
I was confusing the blonde guys.
I was kind of confused. There.
Yeah, sponsored by Invisalign, I guess.
Thank you, Invisalign.
Yeah. Who do you think should win it in those?
Stafford.
Think so?
I think so. Yeah. I'd go with Stafford. My vote would be for Stafford. What do you think?
I think Stafford had a great one. I think May had a great one. Allen's on the list. He won it
I don't
last
think.
year.
I don't think he's.
But
Gonna
I
get
think Stafford's got the numbers for it.
Yeah.
McCaffrey had a great
it.
season
he did.
too.
Don't, yeah, he had.
But I don't see them giving him MVP.
I would consider him comeback player.
Yeah.
Maybe even offensive player of the year.
Well, let's see if I can find comeback player of the year. Not sponsored by anybody. Do you want to guess who's on this list?
I'm sure Christian's on there.
Christian
CMC.
McCaffrey is on this list. Also, another one that was on the last list that you couldn't get right away. The last person that we mentioned, Trevor Lawrence, is on the
I
list.
suppose. Yeah. Yeah.
So that gives you 3 other guys that are on this list as comeback player of the year. One is a quarterback,
From what division?
NFC.
Sam Darnold.
No, he's not come back because he had a really good season with Minnesota.
Rubbish. NFC.
To be honest, I'm not really sure why he's the comeback player of the year vote.
NFC what?
It's the Cowboys. It's Dak Prescott.
The fuck's he comeback player of the year
That's
for?
what I was thinking.
No, rubbish.
So I don't get that one, but the next 2
Yeah.
I very much get because it is injuries that took them out last year.
A quarterback?
They one's a wide receiver.
Okay.
AFC East playing in the Super Bowl.
Not-
You can play at home too if you want.
Diggs?
Because he broke his leg when he was with Houston.
did. That's
He
right.
was out, and now he's been pretty confidently their number 1 receiver.
Yeah.
So Diggs is up for it, and one other guy, defensive end, for a strong team that had Super Bowl hopes but missed the playoffs. NFC.
NFC. Defensive end. NFC. Aiden Hutchinson.
Correct.
Yeah, because he fucked up his leg too.
So out of Stephon Diggs, Aiden Hutchinson, Trevor Lawrence, Christian McCaffrey, and Dak Prescott, who should get it?
Well, I mean, if it was me, if I was the one that I had to select, and I'm not being biased here
No,
at
you're
all,
fine.
I would honestly have to give it to McCaffrey.
So would
I
I.
honestly would, with what everything that what he had last year with his injuries, all they tried to come back and play and he
Mhm.
couldn't. And then what he's done this year, I give it to McCaffrey.
All-purpose yards, he's like leading the league in it or whatnot. He was one of our top receivers for most of it.
Yeah.
My opinion is it's between Aiden Hutchinson and him. I'm not saying
I
Diggs
know,
hasn't
I
been
know,
good,
I'll say
but
that.
I
Yep.
think it's between them two
Okay.
guys.
All right. And these will come out in the Thursday
They
before the Super Bowl.
yes. Well, they have their little get-together meeting and whatnot
Okay.
Sunday night, and some of them get announced then, other ones will be later on in the week.
Yeah.
The AP Defensive Player of the Year, presented by TCL.
Ooh, TCL.
Who do you think is the Defensive Player of the Year?
Oh,
Let's see how many of these you can guess.
Miles Garrett.
He is on the list.
Fucking right, he's gonna get it too. So that's
There
all we gotta
are
say.
4
That's all we gotta say.
There are 4 DNs on this one.
For DNs.
Defensive end. And yep. One is Miles Garrett. Should get it because he got
I'm
the sack
pretty
record.
sure he's gonna get it.
Who do you think the other ones are?
Crosby?
No.
No.
No, he didn't have that good of a season. But one that was playing on Houston's number 1 defense is on this list. Will Anderson Jr. is on this list.
Nice.
Aiden Hutchinson is
Again,
also
nice.
on this
nice.
list. Micah Parsons. He got hurt in like week 16. I mean, he
What did
had
he
a
do? Did he?
yeah, he had a lot of sacks. He was playing good. He won 2 games for Green Bay.
Ooh.
The last one, I don't think you'll get him, but he's a linebacker for the Denver Broncos. It's Nick Benito.
Oh yeah, Benito.
Actually
yeah.
played pretty good.
Yeah, we had coffee the other day.
I think we both agree though that Miles Garrett
I
gets
think
this.
Miles, yeah. If he don't get it, then I think then we're
fucking
gonna be like,
rigged.
it's fucking rigged, big time.
Okay, we also have the AP Offensive Player of the Year presented by Microsoft.
I want to
It's on there.
watchful. McCaffrey,
He is on the list.
Darnold.
Nope.
Stafford.
Nope.
Whoa!
I know.
Holy shit.
Which is why Stafford might get MVP and
Seattle's wide receiver.
Yeah.
What?
Jackson Smith, Nigma.
Jigma.
I think it's Najigma.
Najigma.
Najigma. It's a beep. Najigma.
Habib. No, that's not it.
Just call him Bob.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you were right.
So
Jackson's on
CMC,
here.
Jackson. Are they? Oh, it's all offense. So like, is it just simple like running backs, wide receivers, tight ends?
There's one quarterback left. There's one wide receiver and one running back. All of them. Okay.
So quarterback.
The quarterback is AFC. He is up for MVP. He's also
Drake
playing.
May?
Yes.
Okay.
Which I think is what they're going to fucking do.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford will get MVP.
I
Drake
agree.
May will
Yeah,
get this,
yep.
even though the other two that are on this list, one made the playoffs, one didn't. The running back did not, whereas the wide receiver did.
Okay. Running back division.
NFC South.
NFC South.
Your NFC South teams are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Atlanta Falcons, the Carolina Panthers.
John Robinson.
It is Bijan Robinson, yes. And the last one is a wide receiver in the NFC West who is having a hell of a year.
Puka.
It's Puka Nacua.
Puka. God.
So if you're going to vote for your offensive player of the year out of those names, which is
I hate
Drake
to-
May, Christian McCaffrey, Nakua, Robinson, and Smith and Jigma,
Offensive player of. God, that's a three-way tie for me. I'd go with Puka. I'd go with Jackson, and I'd go with CMC. Be 100% offensive player of the year. All three of those guys there. They put their heart out. Oh yeah, I'd go with. Those are the three guys that I'd say is going to win it. One of those guys.
all of these guys had great years.
We did.
Bijan
Yes.
Robinson is like, he did good, but he's my fifth. And then after that, I know why Drake May's on this list.
Yes.
But ultimately, McCaffrey, Nakua, and Najigma, I think were so vital in their teams. I would lean towards Jackson Nigma.
I could see it.
Because
could see it.
he was the main threat.
He was as well.
And you knew it was coming, and he still did good, made Sam
Yeah.
Darnold look good. Puka did great, but when they got down to the red zone, they went to Devontae. And well, I mean,
Devontae's
he caught
old, I
touchdowns
mean,
too,
come
but Devontae was your red zone thing, and it was a collaborated effort, whereas Najigma was the guy.
So Seattle wins the Super Bowl, and Nigma gets MVP of the Super Bowl.
Maybe. I don't know. I like
We'll
quarterbacks.
decide that next week.
Okay. Here is our AP Offensive Rookie of the Year presented by EA Sports Madden.
Oh, here we go.
I don't agree with some of the names that are on here. You have 2 quarterbacks, two wide receivers, and a running back.
2 quarterbacks.
We're talking rookies.
Really? That's rookie of the. That's what
Yep,
that means.
Rookie of the
Oh
year.
my
We're
God.
talking rookies.
Jesus Christ! Polish my balls and make me a milkshake. I did not know that.
I'm not going to do any of that. Got any guesses?
Thinking of rookie quarterback.
Okay. Captivating audience is
Very,
everywhere.
very.
Well, the Saints had one with Tyler Shuck.
Really?
He's up
Up
for it.
for rookie of the year?
Yeah. And the Giants had the other one with Jackson Dart.
Oh, I could see that.
Now you got to remember, Shuck was hurt. Or he wasn't hurt. He was not the starter for a
No,
while.
he was
So
not.
he didn't have a full season.
No.
And Jackson Dart is the one that got hurt a couple different times. Then you have one running back
Scatterboo.
and 2 wide receivers.
Scatterboo on that list?
Scatterboo is not.
That's probably not.
And he got hurt too early in the season.
Yeah.
Okay, Trevion Henderson for the Patriots.
Okay.
But he came on later. He struggled earlier on trying to get up to speed and whatnot. And then Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver Nikpa Egbuka.
Well, Mbuka.
Egbuka. And then, oh man, I'm going to butcher this one. Victoria McMillan, wide
What was
receiver
that?
for the Carolina Panthers.
What was that?
McMillan?
How'd you say it?
Viterio? Yeah, okay. Well, I got there. Carolina Panthers. Of those guys, who would you pick? Again, Dart,
Oh, Jesus.
Egbuka, Henderson, McMillan, or Shuck.
That's a tough one.
My
It really
vote
is.
goes to McMillan. He played the entire season, and Carolina made the playoffs. He
Yeah,
wasn't the greatest weapon, but he was a reliable one for Bryce Young,
I'll go with that as well.
right?
Yeah, he's the only one that played the full year.
Like Mbuka was out there most of it. He did get hurt for some,
Yeah.
but he also disappeared for some of them
Yeah.
games. Dart got hurt. Henderson was slow, and Shuck didn't get to play the first time. I really think it
I'll
goes
go
to him.
McMillan.
All right, this will be fun.
Okay.
We have the Defensive Rookie of the Year, also presented by EA Sports Madden. Okay, so for the defense, you just want me to read these off.
Yeah.
We have Abdul Carter,
Oh.
New York Giants.
Okay.
We have Nick Emmanuel, just Seattle Seahawks defensive back.
Okay.
James Pierce Jr., which is Atlanta Falcons
Yeah.
defensive end. Carson Schlesinger for the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
And then Xavier Watts, which is Atlanta Falcons safety. Some of these
Ooh.
guys had bigger years than others. Abdul Carter, there was a lot of expectation that he'd be great, and he did so-so.
He did all right.
I really think this, for me, goes to Carson Schlesinger. I believe him being there, helping Myles Garrett
Yeah.
get the sack record, I believe that helps build that
I would
team.
have to agree with you on that. I
Yeah.
really do.
I'm not taking anything away from the rest of these guys.
No.
They're great, but that's mine.
No, I have to agree with you 100% on that one.
All right, and we did comeback player of the
Yep.
year. We did offense and defensive player of the year. So that brings us to the AP Coach of the Year.
Fuck, man.
Apparently not sponsored by anybody.
You can go with like Liam Cohen. You can go.
He's on there.
You can go with Kyle Shanahan.
He's on there.
You can go with
You're doing good.
Mike Vrabel.
He is also on there.
Don McVay.
Oh, you fucked up.
Oh, Mike McDonald.
Yes. Yes, he's on there.
I know.
One left, and it's really obvious once you think about it.
Oh, really? Is it? Is it?
Who changed the entire culture of a team and made them so they weren't a joke?
Ben Johnson.
Damn right.
Now, who's going to get this award? This is going to be a tough one. All of those coaches on that list have done. They did great this year. They really did.
You can make an
awesome.
argument for any of them.
You can. I'm not obligated to answer that question yet.
I think Shanahan coached the shit out of our team, but ultimately you kind of expected that out of him.
Yes.
And I think they're going to look at that and not be that like impressed, but not as
They'll
much.
be impressed, but not. No, fine. I'll get it out. I think it's going to be between two. I think it's going to be either Liam Cohen or Ben Johnson.
I think it's going to be Ben Johnson or Mike McDonald.
Oh, I could see that as well.
I very much see a lot of people going, well, Vrabel's the obvious choice.
No,
And I
not
could
necessarily.
see that. Yeah, I can't put it past him. You got a lot of people voting for this. It could be.
I would give it to Ben Johnson just because on what Chicago was last year. And then when he took over the team and what he turned that team into, he turned that team into, playoff team.
Agreed.
Did it very well. I'd give it to him. But then, you got Mike McDonald. Yeah, good job. Took over Seattle. Yay.
Well, they had a decent season with Geno Smith, and then they had an even better season with Sam Darnold since he's been there. So you can sort of give it to him, but it's been on an upward trajectory. Mike Vrabel took over a team that was not very good. Drake May ran for his life last year. We talked about it.
Yes, we did.
And he made them a sound, solid team that is now in the Super Bowl.
I'm
Their expectation was to possibly be the number one seed as we went into the playoffs, and just by a little bit, they did not get it. These people all voted for this stuff before the playoffs started.
True story. Yeah.
I don't. It could be variable. It could very well be variable. I think it's Ben Johnson, in my opinion.
Yep.
But I can't say I'd be
This
upset
is
to
a
see
tough one.
Vrabel
This
get
is
it.
a tough one. I mean,
And Liam Cohen did an amazing job.
yeah.
That is it for our NFL honors that I have on this list.
Nice.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but
Yeah.
I do think it's going to be Stafford gets MVP.
I think so too.
And then I think they're going to turn around and be like, well, I guess Drake May gets Offensive Player of the Year.
And CMC will get Comeback Player of the
Yeah.
Year.
Don't feel so bad that you were up for other stuff. We gave you Comeback Player.
You're up for 3 awards.
And the rest of them are like, what the fuck?
Feels rigged, but
Right.
whatever.
welcome
Just
to the
do
NFL.
your fucking thing.
Welcome to the NFL.
So what we got going on this weekend is the Pro Bowl games.
Yep.
I mean,
it is what it is.
is
Not,
what it
it's
is.
not what it used to be.
The main event is a 7-on-7 matchup of top AFC versus NFC players playing flag football.
Correct.
They also have the Gridiron Gauntlet, which is a relay race involving breaking through walls, climbing, and tires.
I can
and
do
stuff.
that.
My favorite thing that they do that I have enjoyed in the past, I watched Gardner Minshew do it. I watched Baker Mayfield do it, and cheering on my guys. Precision passing.
Yes, that is fun to watch.
That one I enjoy quite a bit. They also have best catch.
Yep.
Creativity and making a bunch of catches. They have kicker tic-tac-toe.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I mean, it is kind of enjoyable, but I like the quarterback thing
Yeah.
better. They have move the chains, which is a strength-based competition, pulling heavyweights, where they all have that fucking sled.
that
and they're
ought to be
yanking it
good.
around. There is a traditional tug of war
Yep.
between the AFC and NFC, and they do have dodgeball.
Oh God, someone's getting carried in an ambulance.
I mean, and
Don't
also,
hit me in the face! Don't hit me in the face!
all of these games sound fun. One of them that they did in the past that I enjoyed was they had to catch the ball, and then they were doing like a returner thing.
Mm-hmm.
You had to catch the ball, but then you had to hold on to it. Then you had to catch another ball, but you had to hold on
Yeah,
to it.
keep,
And you had to keep
catching
playing.
balls. Yes, yes.
So that was enjoyable, and I don't see it on the list for this year, and I'm a little bit disappointed about that.
Maybe they took a break from it.
Being that the Super Bowl is in Santa Clara,
Yep.
San Francisco, our 2 team captains for this year, I Do you have it?
I have like our coaches, the coaches for the NFC, Jerry Rice, and for the AFC, Steve Young.
Which I
Wow.
it's because they're in San Francisco. You had to
Yeah.
pick two legends. Joe didn't
Mm.
want to do it.
He was like, fuck that, not with Seattle in there.
Yeah, but if nothing else, hopefully it'll be entertaining.
I think it will be.
We'll see how
No.
that goes with that.
It's not what it used to be, like we said. I mean,
But then again, they haven't played the game like they used to play it.
no. The Pro Bowl games used to be in Hawaii.
Yeah, and everybody used it as a kind of a vacation thing for their family.
It worked great, and it was always after the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Worked good. Now it's before the Super Bowl, and if you're elected to the Pro Bowl and you go to the Super Bowl, you don't get to go to the Pro Bowl, but you are still a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I think you should do the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl.
And because of the Pro Bowl being what it is instead of what it used to be, some people will elect to not be part of it.
Yep.
This year had an interesting thing happen on the AFC side
Mm.
because we have Josh Allen and Herbert that are selected to it,
And Drake May.
and Drake May, who can't because he's in the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson turned it down. Trevor Lawrence turned it down. Aaron Rodgers turned it down. Joe Burrow turned it down. There's a couple other people that have all turned it down to the point. Shadur Sanders has been picked to be on the AFC side for the Pro Bowl. A guy that is literally last in completion percentage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Interception
And
rate.
now he is a Pro Bowler.
And now he gets to be called a Pro Bowler, which makes it feel like even more of
Yeah.
a sham than it's ever
It's
fucking
kind
been.
of bullshit if you ask me.
The reason for it is because, well, now it's not considered necessarily a game or as big of an honor. It's just something for us to watch as entertainment. But you're still tacking on the name. It comes
You
from
are.
back in the day
Yeah.
when if you were a Pro Bowler, that meant you were
you're
fucking something.
Fucking right.
So,
Not no more. It fucking ruined it.
so,
Thanks.
yeah, a little bummed on that one. You got any news?
The Browns have hired Todd Monken as the head coach,
Oh,
and Jim Schwartz is pissed.
well, they were planning on retaining Jim Schwartz in that defense.
Jim Schwartz pretty much said goodbye. They can fuck off.
Don't understand why he'd
fucked
be
them
upset
over.
about
You know
it.
what? We talked about this earlier today, and I feel that Cleveland fucked him over big time.
Yeah.
He had 2 interviews with Cleveland for the head coaching job. And we said that they said, Cleveland said, oh, well, it's probably going to be you anyway.
We're gonna interview these
Yeah,
other
we're going to
couple
do these guys.
candidates,
We have to do this.
but if they fall through,
You're the guy. You know what? Fuck you. We're bringing in this guy.
yeah, Todd.
Or-
We didn't
Yes.
realize he was available.
But you know what? That's fine. The Niners need a defensive coordinator. Hey, Jim, come on over. Build that Niner defense.
Right? Or,
Simple. Super Bowl champs next year.
the Browns are the Browns. Ultimately, is what we're finding out.
Doing Brown stuff. Did you see that?
Also, the Buffalo Bills fired their head coach.
Yep.
And then decided ultimately to promote their offensive coordinator Brady to be
Joe
their
Brady.
new head coach.
You sure it's not Tom Brady?
I mean, who knows?
Did he have a mustache?
Tom Brady supposedly is finding the Raiders a new head coach.
I'm
He-
surprised it ain't him,
It might as well be.
right? Oh God.
Of all of the teams that were looking for head coaches, we are down to 2
Yep.
left that do not have them: Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Raiders, or Las Vegas Raiders. Sorry, went back in the day all of a sudden.
He's tired.
A little bit. Ultimately, you got anything else?
Kirk Cousins. The way it sounds, quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. Y'all know who he is? Yeah, you know him?
No, I met him.
Sounds like he's going to be getting released from the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know why. This is breaking news. No, sounds like Minnesota is going to get him. I'm fucking with y'all.
No, I mean, I went.
I'm going to laugh my ass off if that happens.
We got all sorts of trade rumors going on. Supposedly, the last one that I heard is that Minnesota's been talking to Cincinnati about the possibility of getting Joe Burrow.
There's also rumors going around that Minnesota wants fuck my life. Mac
Yeah.
Jones from San Francisco.
I heard that. I've also heard of the rumor of a three-way trade between Detroit,
Ooh,
Minnesota,
so-
and the Jets,
Alright.
whereas they will rotate picks and players, and ultimately McCarthy will end up a Jet, Goff will end up a Viking, and I don't know what Detroit gets out of that. And I'm like,
A
Sure.
round of applause. A round of
I
applause.
bet you that happens. I mean, I wouldn't put it past any of them, but
Well,
I doubt
who
it.
knows? There's going to be a lot of rumors for the rest of the until the regular season
No.
begins.
When,
So, I
when
mean,
we
we
see
will-
the new season kick off on trade deadline or when the trades are open for the new year, all of a sudden we'll start seeing
Yeah,
it.
we still got the
Free agency and trades,
yeah.
but they can't.
there's
Right now,
some-
they
there's-
can't do
You
it.
can't do nothing right now.
I mean,
You're up.
general managers can talk to general managers, but you can't
can't-
necessarily propose anything.
Nope. Well, you probably can propose, but you
I
can't.
think it's more like, what would you think about this? The wording has
Here,
to be
Here, let's
appropriate.
write this down.
If, like, hypothetically, we were
and
playing
then,
Madden.
and then 4 weeks on. Yep. You want to sign that contract right here?
Hey, you know what? I was thinking, I just found this. Maybe we should make this happen.
Right. Oh.
Either way, anyhow, that's what we got going on. We
Yep.
got the Pro Bowl games. Ultimately, who do you think's going to win? I know, but they add up all these scores.
Yeah. NFC.
NFC.
I'll go with the NFC.
You know what? I'll take the AFC. They got
Okay.
Shedeur Sanders.
Wow.
Watch him in the quarterback competition inadvertently try to throw at this target, but hit that one.
He'll
all the
throw it.
time.
He'll throw it into the bay. He'll hit the bridge.
First one to hit one of the helpers. Dude, he's way over there. Wow, that's what you do. Anyway, we'd like to thank you for joining us. I mean, we've had plenty to talk about. We're going to have even more to talk about next week.
Yep.
Super Bowl week gets
Yes,
going
sir.
on, and we got stuff with that. But
We'll have
like
the-
and subscribe if
We'll
you
have
haven't.
the NFL awards.
Oh yeah, we'll
official
have
next
we'll
week.
know that, and then we'll get to see if we're actually right on some of those.
Absolutely right.
So stay tuned to our next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one.
Go Niners.